them in. So they're in. Give it a good spin. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alex and in today's video we are unboxing some true wireless earphones. So these earphones, they're called the Touch Two C5 and specs wise they have 6mm drivers, they last for about 45 hours playback and they have a standby of 80 hours. Apparently these are waterproof as well, so I'm going to test them out later on, so stay tuned for that. So what I'm going to do now is get my knife and cut these open and see what we've got. So I've got my knife, I've got the earphones here, so let's open this up. So, trying to cut myself because this is like proper awkward. Try not to cut anything in the box as well, so that's it. It's one side off, get the film off now. There you go, come straight off. Get the wrapper to the side. Right, so let's get the cover off. Let's open the box and see what we've got. So, instructions manual, give me that in a bit, put that to the side. Let's get the case out. So here's the case, here's the earphones, that's the other one, and a bit of a foam thing here to protect the case and the earphones. And then up here, I'm guessing this is where the charging cable is. So let's put this down to the side and let's have a look at what's in there first. I hope it's in focus because I'm using my phone so I can't swivel and see what I'm looking at because I'm using the back camera because it's meant to be better than the front one. So let's get this open and see what we've got. So it seems like a wristband thing. The next thing that we have in the box is the earphones. So you get two extra large bits and you get two small ones so people with different ear canals can still use the earphones so it doesn't like fall out and stuff. So you've got those, and then last thing in the box is the charging cable. So they have the micro USB, so it's quite disappointing still. We're nearly in 2020 and earphones are still coming with micro USB. We should really be moving on to Type C, so that's one thing to note down on these earphones. So next thing, let's get the earphones back here again, put this to the side. So you've got the case, let's look at the case first. So it's got the bit of protective film on, let's take that off. And there's one at the bottom as well, so get that off as well. So at the back you've got the ports, so you've got the bit where it charges your earphones, and then also I think you can use this as a power bank as well because it's got another massive micro USB slot here. It's not micro USB, it's a proper full USB slot, so you can charge your phone or whatever you want. I'm not sure the size of this. Actually the capacity is at the back. It's 3500 milliwatt amp power bank as well, so it's not really that big, but in emergency scenarios you can still use this as a backup. So at the front you can see the charging status. So at the moment it's 96% full, which is really good, so I can use them right at the box. Let's have a look at them. So if I open it up you can see where the earphones go in when you charge them. So at the moment they're trying to look for a device, so it's in the pairing mode at the moment. So I'm going to do get my other phone and pair them up. But I'll give you a quick look of how they look like when they're in the case. So you put them in like that. They've got a bit of a magnetic. Actually, do they have magnetic? No, they're not. I thought they'd be magnetic, but they're not. So you place them like this when you want to charge them. Actually, there is a bit of a magnet thing going on, so you can see it slots in. As soon as you put them in, you put that like that, and they're basically charging. You see a bit of red glow on the earphones, so they're in charging mode. And you can see that both there's these lines coming up. Yeah, there's lines coming up, and you can see them charging. So what I'm going to do is get my phone and pair them up, and then we'll be ready to give them a go and see if they're any good in terms of sound quality. So let's go. Right, so I've got the earphones connected, and as you can see you get a green ring glow around them telling you that it's connected. And what I didn't say was these are touch enabled, so there's no physical keys. It's all touch controlled, so if you press it once on either side of the earphones, then it pauses or plays. If you hold down one of the earphones for 2 seconds, it'll put the volume up, and on the other side it put it down. If you tap it twice, it'll forward track, and if you tap on the other one, it'll go back a track. So that's how it works. So what I'm going to do now is put them on and show you how they fit. So this is the right one, it goes in like this, and here's the left one. So that's in. First initial impressions, they fit pretty well. There's no, they don't feel loose at all. I can shake my head and they won't fall out. So they got a pretty nice seal as well, so I didn't have to change to the other earphones. Right at the box, they fit pretty well. So what I'm going to do now is get my phone out and see how well the audio quality is. So just bear with me for a sec. So what I've done is I've got YouTube connected, and I'm going to play the AJ and Ruiz fight and see how good the quality is. Right, so initial thoughts on these, they get pretty loud and they're really clear, and they've got this 3D feel effect on them, so it feels like, I don't know if it's just the YouTube video, but it feels like I'm actually inside the ring, and I can, it's like this 3D effect. I can hear noise coming out from front, back, left, right, so it feels like 3D. So even though they're pretty cheap, I think I picked them up for about £30–35, they still do the job, and they look decent as well. I mean, I know that AirPods, the second version, they are around £250, and you're picking up these for £30, so they're a good alternative for people on the budget. I'm going to do a bit of more in-depth video on these once I've played around with them a little bit more, so I get a feel on how durable these are and if they're worth buying. But on first initial glance and first initial impressions, I'm pretty happy with these, and for people who just want something really basic, I think these will do the job for you. So right, I nearly forgot, but I said these were waterproof, so what I'm going to test them out. So let's see if they are actually indeed waterproof, or if they just go bust. But you know, only £30, so give it a go and see what happens. So I got a spoon here ready to fish them out. So here's the earphones. Let's drop them in. Oh, I should really turn them off first, shouldn't I? Actually no, forget it. Just put them in. There, you can see they're turned on. Drop them in. So they're in. Give it a good spin. Let's take them out and see if they are actually working. I hope they are. I'm going to come back and test them. So they are indeed waterproof. I got these dried up and I reconnected it to my phone, and as you can see, they are still working fine. I'm not sure if you can pick up the audio, but from here they're working fine, perfectly fine. So it just goes to show there's many earphone manufacturers that are working on a budget, and if you don't want to spend a couple of £100 on earphones, you can always get the budget pair which still do the same job, but the only things they don't have is the noise cancellation. So the more expensive earphones you get, they have a lot more features. They have the app, they have noise cancellation, they have better audio quality. But if you're looking for something in the budget range, you can still pick these up pretty cheap, and they still do most of the functionality that you're looking for. So just food for thought there. Right guys, I'm going to end the video there. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any comments, then write them down below. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time.